Hello, I am going to be making a quinoa salad for dinner tomorrow night, and I'm just going to do some of the prep tonight, and I thought I'd show you guys how to make it because in my opinion this is one of the best roast veggie quinoa salads you can have. It is so good. I don't even know where I kind of came up with this. I think I was inspired by different grains and different things, and I loved quinoa, so I kind of had a play around, and this is it. So let me show you the best, in my opinion, quinoa roast veggie salad. So good, let's get to it. So all you need for this salad is a bulb of garlic, some roast veggies of choice, herbs. I always like to use fresh rosemary but also some dried herbs with it, quinoa, lemon juice, and some oil. But to start with, we're going to prep the garlic. I always prep this the night before because it's easier to make the dressing. So all we do is chop the top off the garlic, and I'm losing a bit there, and then we get some tin foil and we put the garlic bulb in the tin foil. And then from here I'm going to get some olive oil and drizzle it over the top with some herbs, and then we will bake it in the oven for at least 40 minutes or until soft. So depends on the size of the bulb of garlic really. So to sprinkle on the garlic, I am going to take some fresh rosemary, and I'm just going to take that and chop that up, and I'll use the rest of it on the vegetables. So just chop that up roughly. It doesn't need to be beautiful because it's just going on the top, and then just like that is all we do. So then we're going to take the garlic and we're going to drizzle it with some olive oil, get some salt and pepper. I like Himalayan salt, so that over the top of it, some peppercorns, a couple over the top. Then we take our rosemary, sprinkle that over the top of it. This is going to be so delicious, guys. And then I'm going to take a little bit of dried basil because I've got no fresh stuff. Sprinkle that on the top, a little bit of thyme, and a little bit of oregano. So yeah, I don't need heaps at this point. It's just a little bit to flavour the garlic. And then we're just going to simply wrap that all up and pop it in the oven. Garlic goes in. Now the next thing I'm going to prep is the quinoa. So I'm going to take a cup of quinoa and soak this overnight. I'm doing a cup because I have a lot of people coming, possibly. So, you know, a cup is a good amount. It goes a long way, and you can have leftovers for days, and it's really good. So, cup of quinoa into a bowl, and I'm just going to take some water and put that over the top of the quinoa so that it can soak overnight, so that when it comes time to have the salad, it'll be all fluffy and tasty. So I'll put a little bit extra water in there, and yeah, we're just going to leave that like that. Right, so now all I'm going to do is prep the vegetables. So I'm just going to take a couple of carrots, a couple of parsnip, some potatoes, kumara, and a couple of beetroot, and I'm going to cut them all up, dice them all up into small bite-sized pieces, and we'll get them cooking tonight so that they're prepped and ready. You can do this like on the day, obviously the vegetables and the garlic, and have it as a warm salad, but I don't have the time tomorrow to make it. I'm curious how you peel your veggies, by the way. Do you peel away from you or towards you? I used to always peel towards me, but I learned this trick of peeling away, and it makes things go so much faster and it is just so much easier. Array of vegetables all chopped up, ready to go. So now I'm going to salt and pepper them, put a bit of oil on them, and then top them with herbs as well. So I'm going to cut up some more rosemary, have that on the top, and again the oregano, sage, thyme and basil. I think that's what we had, but yeah, whatever herbs you've got that you like, just top them with that. Here we go with the olive oil. I use EVOO, it's the best in my humble opinion. Again, the salt, the pepper, and the herbs. I do suggest being very liberal with the herbs if you can. I would generally use fresh basil here as well, some other fresh herbs, but rosemary is all I've got my hands on at the moment, so dried works perfectly well too. So again, we're going to take some thyme, I only have a little bit of sage, so we'll chuck that all on there. Some oregano, however you pronounce it, and some basil. Like I say, be liberal because will all mix over all the veggies. So then mix that all in like so, and then pretty soon once we put that in the oven, the house is going to be smelling beautiful, if it doesn't already, because you know the garlic is starting to smell in here and it's smelling pretty wonderful. And let's put the vegetables in. There we go. I don't know if you guys watched Rachel Ray, but I used to love watching Rachel Ray when I was younger, and she always used to say, I wish you had smell-o-vision. Seriously, I agree. I wish there was smell-o-vision. It smells so good. That garlic smells incredible. So yeah, it's going well. We will bake those vegetables in the oven until they are soft. It's nearly time to pull out the garlic though and let that cool down. At this point the garlic has been in there for about 40-45 minutes, so I'm going to pull it out of the oven now and just let it rest until I need it tomorrow. And I'm just going to leave the vegetables in there until they're soft, and then I will pull them out and I'll show you it coming all together tomorrow. So yeah, in the meantime, have a great night. See you tomorrow. Alrighty, so yesterday we left off having soaked the quinoa, cooked the veggies and the garlic, and today I am back and it's time to cook the quinoa. So I've had this soaking overnight. Now we're going to drain it off, give it a wee rinse, and then we're going to cook it up with a little bit of stock. I'm going to use chicken stock, but if you are vegan then just use vegetable stock. And yeah, it's a great way to go. So let's drain it off and get it going. Alright, so I'm just going to take the quinoa and pop it into the sieve, rinse it through, getting all the bits of quinoa because, you know, quinoa is costly. So give that a wee rinse through. And from here we're going to stick it into a pot. So because I am cooking a full cup of quinoa, I am going to take quite a big pot. I mean, you don't need this big, but it's just helpful for me today. So I'm going to take that pot and I'm going to now take 2 cups of water. So you want to always double the amount of liquid that you're using with quinoa. So I have a half cup here, so I'm just going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just do want to get all that quinoa off the side, so like that. And now we're going to put a little bit of stock in it. So this is the one type of stock I have found that doesn't have added sugar, so I always use this chicken juice stock. But again, like I said, if you're vegan, just use veggie stock. And I just put a bit of a squirt in there. And then we're going to pop that on the stove top again until the water is absorbed and you get bore holes into your quinoa. So let the cooking begin. So while the quinoa is cooking, let's get the sauce ready. So we're going to take our clove of garlic. I'm just going to remove my rings. And basically all we're going to do is squeeze the garlic out of its shell. Really simple. And like I said, you can do this when it's hot or cold. If it is hot, you do want to let the garlic rest for a few minutes because it does get really hot when you squeeze it out. It can burn your fingers. So just like that. There we have it. And now we are just going to simply take a knife and we are going to mush the garlic in. Create a paste texture. Once the garlic's a paste, we're just going to simply take it and put it into a bowl like so, and then we're going to add the juice of a lemon and some oil to that. So really simply just cut up your lemon, cut it in half, squeeze the juice into the bowl. Lemon doesn't feel like it's got much juice, but never mind, getting something out of it. And I always squeeze it over my hands so I can catch the pips. So there we have it, the lemon and the garlic in there. Then we're going to take some olive oil, put that in and just mix it all in together until it's like a smooth. There we go. Give it a good whisk until it all comes together. And that's going to be our dressing for the quinoa. So we're almost at the point. You can see that the water is getting absorbed and there are boreholes starting to come through. When that water is completely gone, then we are done and ready. Now from here it's really simple. We're going to take our saucy mix with the garlic, the lemon juice and the oil, and we're going to stick that into the quinoa and then just give it a mix in. Like so. And it's still on the heat, so that last little bit of water that's come through will get absorbed pretty quickly. And then once that's cool, we'll mix the quinoa in with the vegetables that we prepped yesterday. And she's a go, done. Alright, so the quinoa has cooled, so now we are just going to mix the quinoa and the vegetables together. So it's really pretty simple. Just put the quinoa in with the veggies and give it a good mix. And just like that, we're done. Alright, here we have it. The delicious quinoa salad. So tasty and yummy, and like I said, you can have it hot or cold, so it works either way. I have this quite regularly during summer barbecues. It's great for winter, Christmas dinner. Super yummy, packed full of flavour. You can add feta if you eat cheese, have like goat's milk feta in there. It goes really great with the beetroot. But if you're vegan, like I said, just switch out the chicken stock for veggie stock, and you can make it vegan too. A great gluten-free alternative to grains is the quinoa. And yeah, it's just great. It's a great, delicious, yummy, super nutritious salad. So I'm going to take this tonight over to my family dinner. We've got quite a bunch of people coming, so we're going to have this for tea along with some other veggies and other bits and pieces. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you make this salad, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. I think it's really great, so yummy. But yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!